All right. Good afternoon, everybody. So this week sorry, that might be really loud. This week we've been working on combinations. We're working on just basic combinations. Nothing specific. Just things that that work for me, that I think flow well for me together. They may not work for you. However, it may spark some ideas for you. So just something to try. I hope you like it. Let's get started. All right. So yesterday we worked on doing a back step slash the 18 different other names for that pass, long step, staple, reverse opposite side knee cut pass, any of those. And we worked off of this grip on the pants. We're not going to do that today because we're in no-gi, so we're going to have to do it a little bit differently. So from this position, we're going to establish our combat base. So we're going to assume I took my partner down. I established my combat base. From here, I'm going to do an opposite side knee cut pass. So remember, hand on the hip, finding the elbow, driving through as I slide up. I come to the top position here. If you guys notice, I held on to Chelsea's elbow all the way through here. So what I want to do is I'm going to give her pressure on her elbow so that she almost wants to force it back down. Yeah, it's like she's going to push me here. So as she's pushing, go ahead, keep pushing. She pushes, I come up and establish this top position here. So the idea is I want to slide over. You all right?
Yeah.
Slide over the top of my partner's arm here. As she's trying to force it down, my hips come up over the top. From here, I grab a hold of the back of the head, slide my leg under, push the arm across, reach, grab a hold of my own ankle. Notice I didn't roll with my triangle. Talk about that in a second here. From right here, if I need to, I can get more of an angle. I'm straight on my partner right here, and there's not a lot of pressure on the neck. But if I switch my hips a little bit and squeeze my legs together, it suddenly gets a lot tighter. From right here, I grab a hold of the back of the head and squeeze, and I get my tap. So this is definitely a timing move. But it's an interesting way of doing it. I learned the sit-up to mount from Professor Eduardo Tellez. It's one along with his turtle guard / panda game. Super heavy when he does it. He did it to me once, and I thought my chest was going to explode. But it's an interesting combination to me. So give it a shot. So once again, from here we get into our combat base. Once I get into my combat base, I start to cut my knee cut pass, sliding through. Remember, I'm pushing this elbow up in hopes of getting Chelsea to push her elbow back down towards me. I allow her to do so just long enough so that I can clear my hips over her elbow here. From right here, I reach next to her head and I tuck my foot under and grip my triangle position here. If you guys notice, I missed her elbow. No worries. I take a half a step back, just far enough to get my hip underneath her elbow. From right here, then I can pull it back up. I then reach, grab, and get into my top position for the triangle. Now, I could probably tap Chelsea from this position because I can just sit on her chest and make her life miserable, but I'm not going to. I'm going to finish my actual triangle. So remember, I want to find an angle anytime I get to my triangle position. Right now, I am parallel with her, chest to chest. I'm going to get perpendicular here. Now, this makes it a lot tighter. I squeeze my legs together, and I really need to lift the back of the head.
This one?
Yep. So this leg, you're gonna lift your hip over my elbow.
Oh, so like.
Yep. Lift your hip over my elbow. So lift.
Oh, and I just let go.
Yep. So lift. I'm pushing down. So we're going in two opposite directions. You're just trying to slow my hand down, elbow down, until you get to the point where you can jump over. Then you're just gonna let go, bring it up and over. Good. So this is exactly what you do not want to do.
Oh.
Look where this is. Foot back there. There you go. Much better. Now we're gonna lift the elbow and slide. Bring your leg up. So you're gonna turn right there. Squeeze your legs together. There you go. Just the back of my head. Try again. So it's knee cut pass to the mounted triangle. Nope. Switch feet.
Oh, opposite side knee cut pass.
It is the knee cut pass. It's not opposite side knee cut pass. This is the knee cut pass.
This is the other one's the opposite side knee cut pass. Just take half step back and walk it up like that.
Perfect. So remember, when we finish that triangle, we want to stay in the mounted position if possible. We don't ever want to give up position. Meaning, if I'm in the dominant position, meaning mount, and I have the triangle, a lot of times it's difficult for people to finish the triangle. Really work on finishing the triangle from mount. The reason being is that we learn, whenever we learn escapes, 99% of the escapes, or maybe 90% of the escapes we learn, is from the person, from us being in the triangle here on our knees. That's where we learn our escapes from. If someone has a mounted triangle with you, meaning your hips are sitting on top of their neck, and they're trying their escapes, they honestly, most of the time, I can't think of any escapes where I have to roll the person to get them onto their back for me to initiate an escape. And off the top of my head, I'm not thinking of any mounted triangle escapes that I know that are really high percentage. I know a couple that work sometimes, but if you have someone with a solid mount, it's really, really hard to get out. So whenever we get to a dominant position, we always want to try to finish from that dominant position. I don't want to roll through and finish my triangle if I can do it without, if I can get away with it. If I have to roll in order to close up my triangle, I got to make sure that they are choking by the time my back hits the mat. Literally, like, it's not like I'm still setting everything up. As I'm rolling, I'm setting my position up, and I'm making that choke super tight. So pretty much the minute I settle to my back, I'm already pulling the head down and lifting my hips up and finishing that triangle. I don't want to be still in transition when I get to my back, because that gives my partner an opportunity to escape. Awesome work today, everybody. We're back at it again tomorrow. Yes, awesome job. Thank you for joining us. Remember, we are here Monday through Friday at 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, training Jiu-Jitsu. If you would like to join our Discord chat, you are more than welcome to. We definitely encourage it. I'm more than happy to take a look and see what you're doing, and I will give you my 2 cents on that. Also, we have our live yoga stream Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays at noon. Please join us for that with Chelsea. Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you guys so much for being here. If you like this video, smash that like button. Please subscribe to the channel. It definitely helps us out. And you guys can follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram right up there at Heart and Soul BJJ. All of that stuff is in the bio. Please leave a comment in the comment section below what worked for you, what didn't, what you're struggling with, and if there's anything that you would like us to teach.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you guys very much. Let's call it Oos.